From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Giants. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Oh, there's a big hit right away as he's knocked down hard on the opening kickoff.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You talk about this Giant defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
All right. 18, that's it.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out of some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. As Stroud now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go play action here with Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Tony.
Throwing now is Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go. At 18, that's it. Why, Tony.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
18, that's it.
Stroud working out of the gun. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Caught along the left side by Howard. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Smith to return it. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Mixing up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. Well, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. Okay.
Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
18. Let's go.
Here's Stroud. To Mixon on the check down. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st down, Texans.
18.
Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Texans 7, Giants 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't edit too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
He's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing, dart. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Stroud out of the gun here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Here goes Stroud again. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go. 118.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Here we go. 19.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Dart. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just who.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Dart. He's got this complete to Robinson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake, and here's Dart. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game, that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Dart going to look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
18. That's it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stroud. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
18.
From the gun on third down. Stroud. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Going to be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 1.
Let's go. 19, come on. 70 Lions. Rush in. Rush in. Mustang 19.
A play fake, and now it's Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the air, Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw, Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
35-yard line.
Tag. 70 Lions.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. 19 Lion.
Throwing his dart. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. He gets it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing his dart. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
To throw now, Dart. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Fights through it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
70 Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Second and 11 now.
Cougar 19. 60 Eagles.
To throw his dart. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. So now the Texans offense back onto the field. They'll line up and go for two here.
Go, go, go.
The Texans will line
Now
up.
the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Here we go. Good.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Giants 3.
And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's going to air one out. Oh, that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70. Go.
Now Dart. He's going to let it go again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. This goes out wide for Mixon. So nothing doing there. And it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Watch Tony.
Stroud to throw it.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position you get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. This pass complete to Higgins. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Dragon 60. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Dart from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
36-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70.
But to throw once more, here's Dart. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw, Dart. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Buffalo 18. Cougar 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Throwing, Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
79 Broncos.
They'll go. Here's Dart. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Mixon with a first down carry. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
We usually work relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Mixon is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the Giants' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Dart. And my goodness, another interception. Derek Stingley picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7